Youcat 257. Is it demeaning to women that only men may receive the sacrament of holy orders? The rule that only men may receive holy orders in no way demeans women. In God's sight, man and woman have the same dignity, but they have different duties and charisms. The church sees herself as bound by the fact that Jesus chose men exclusively to be present at the Last Supper for the institution of the priesthood. Pope John Paul II declared in 1994 that the church has no authority whatsoever to confer priestly ordination on women, and that this judgment is to be definitively held by all the church's faithful. Like no one else in antiquity, Jesus provocatively affirmed the value of women, bestowed his friendship on them, and protected them. Women were among his followers, and Jesus highly valued their faith. Moreover, the first witness to the resurrection was a woman. That is why Mary Magdalene is called the apostle of the apostles. Nevertheless, the ordained priesthood and consequently pastoral ministry has always been conferred on men. In male priests, the Christian community was supposed to see a representation of Jesus Christ. Being a priest is a special service that also makes demands on a man in his gender specific role as male and father. It is, however, not some form of masculine superiority over women. As we see in Mary, women play a role in the church that is no less central than masculine role, but it is feminine. Eve became the mother of all the living. We see that in Genesis chapter 3 verse 20. As mothers of all the living, women have special gifts and abilities. Without their sort of teaching, preaching, charity, spirituality, and guidance, the church would be paralyzed on one side. Whenever men in the church use their priestly ministry as an instrument of power or do not allow opportunities to women, they offend against charity and Holy Spirit of Jesus. Question number 258. Why does the church require priests and bishops to live a celibate life? Jesus lived as celibate and in this way intended to show his undivided love for God and Father. To follow Jesus' way of life and to live in unmarried chastity for the sake of the kingdom of heaven, as we see in Gospel of Matthew chapter 19 verse 12, has been since Jesus' time a sign of love, of undivided devotion to the Lord, and of a complete willingness to serve. The Roman Catholic Church requires this way of life of its bishops and priests, while the Eastern Catholic churches demanded it only of their bishops. Celibacy, says Pope Benedict, cannot mean remaining empty in love, but rather must mean allow oneself to be overcome by a passion for God. A priest who lives as a celibate should be fruitful inasmuch as he represents the fatherly character of God and Jesus. God bless you all.